Okay, as you guys can see, I'm still in a bit of a scuffed setup. I'll be back to normal in like a few days, but I couldn't wait a few days because I wanted to talk about this because there's a lot of people that were hyping up this rap line. And I want to talk about Ruka and Asa's verse in this brand new song that literally dropped an hour ago as I'm recording this. This is the flow. I already have it transcribed. Do you know what that means? It's not that complex. But there's still some stuff to talk about because I think it's worth talking about because this is probably the most hyped 5th gen rap group. Rap group? If you want to call them that, the most hyped 5th gen rap line so far, right, was this Babymonster rap line, which was supposed to also feature Ayan, but unfortunately she is not part of the group. We still got Ruka rap, we still got Asa rap, and I want to talk about them. If you want to hear this like lined up with the song, it'll be on my second channel. It lines up like this, right? Here's the rap, right? This is the flow. If you don't know what this is, basically this is the music sheet of the rhythm their syllables are taking in the rap. So if you're new here, I talk about this, I analyze this K-pop rap. Everyone never pays attention to K-pop rapping. I do, because I think it is the best part of K-pop. I don't know if that's entirely true, but I want to think it's true. So let's talk about this Babymonster batter up flow. Shout out to all my Patreons as well, because I'm not going to have the credits up on this video because I'm still in the scuff setup, but it'll be back to normal in a week, like I said. So shout out to all my Patreons. I have my reaction up there as well. I'll give my overall thoughts of the song at the end of the video as well. Let's dive into this. We have Ruka and Asa rap. So Ruka has the first 8 bars, Asa has the second 8 bars. Great sign to start off. A lot of girl group raps only give their rappers 2 bars and trade them. One girl gets 2, the other girl gets 2, back and forth, however many times. Or at most you'll do see 4 bars. That's very much an Everglow thing, right? EU and Asha only ever get 4 bars at most of the time. So it's a really great sign to see that they're getting 8 bars apiece. It shows that they're actually wanting to rap in this group. Or at least the producers want them to rap, I guess. But yeah, so Ruka's part, we'll start with that. Pretty tame. It's very much based in gallop. It's an 8th notes with gallop sprinkles, I guess. If you don't know what that is, 8th notes are these. They're the most basic flow you can do. Da, 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 da. I am going to the store. That's what the baseline of Ruka's flow is, and then she spurts in these little gallops, which is a very, like, think of a horse galloping. That's the flow you're doing with your syllables. Da, 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 da. So her baseline flow is a very simple right, and so she has those like every once in a while to spice up the 8th notes a bit, with one measure doing a 16th note run in measure 5 right here, this bar 5, which is like, you know, the speedy part, that part that you go, oh shit, she just rapped fast, right? Which it wasn't that long of a time, so it's not that fast of a rap, but that's basically Ruka's flow. Very plain, very straightforward. Her delivery is really what made it shine. That's what stood out the most and what made it, which was surprising for me because I remember Asa was the one that we were like, yo, that delivery though. Well, Asa seemed like all around smooth. I guess it was Ayan that was like, oh, that delivery though. But anyways, so Ruka, very delivery heavy, definitely holding on to that delivery. Asa comes in. I'm pretty sure Asa wrote all of this because she's the only one credited. I can't imagine the producers wrote the first 8 and then she wrote the second. I think she would write all 16, but we can't prove that, obviously. So I kind of just want to assume it, but I probably shouldn't. Let's talk about Asa. Asa comes in changing the flow from what Ruka's doing, which is like I said, an 8th note bass, very simple, and then she goes into the other very simple bassline flow of a triplet. So they cover both of the basses there, and Asa comes in with a triplet and basically does a flow over 2 bars, right? That's her flow, and then she repeats it twice. So you go, oh, she's doing the same thing twice. It's just, there's not too much variety here, but that's the thing. She then skips the first kind of, they have like a little ad lib under it, but she skips this first bar right here where my mouse is, right? She skips that first bar and goes into a massive 16th note run, even bigger than Ruka's, which, you know, it kind of lasted 2 measures with a lot of like breaks in here, up here, right, in measure 6. Asa doesn't really have any breaks except for this beat 2 of the second measure here. So much more of a consistent one, but the cool thing, she's spicing up the cadence, right? Think of aespa's Girls. I think it was Karina's rap, or it might have been Giselle. It's a 16th note bass. but then you have a dotted eighth note cadence over top of it, which makes it very spicy. So it makes it sound like it's super fast triplets, even though it's a 16th note. Then you move into the coolest part, and the part that gives me the most hope. If you remember, I did a short analyzing Young Posse and their rapping. The member Doan had a really cool diddly bar, and I was like, yo, I think that shows a lot of potential that she wrote that. And this is the same thing for Asa, right? At a baseline, very simple flows overall from Asa. It's triplets, basic triplet thing, similar to what Lisa did in As If It's Your Last, if you want an example of another rap, right? And then into Giselle and the Girls, might have been Karina, I forgot who to rap with, but Ispa's the Girls rap, right? Into a flow like that. Bar 15. This is the uniqueness. This is the one thing that, I have this little hope. I'm like, okay, also giving us a little taste of what might come in the future. This bar 15 right here, which is the baby, I should probably re-listen to the song. I've only listened to it like 3 times doing this, so please forgive me for not knowing the lyrics right now. But
like a boss, baby, I'm a boss, baby.
This bar right here is like, I know baby's in here and everything. Dotted eighth note, 16, 16, 16. Dotted eighth note, dotted eighth note. Very fun, very creative. Something you would see Jongsub of P1 Harmony do. Something you would see Jisung of Stray Kids. These like very advanced rappers. Flows that you would see them do, that she spurts into this one bar that I kind of didn't expect when I first heard it. I thought it was going to be a bit more basic, but she's varying the speeds of the distances of the space, the speeds of the rhythm that she's doing. So it's like this first one right here is slightly longer spaced out than the second one, which is slightly longer spaced out than this third one, which is then even until you get to the longer space again. It's very Jongsub-esque, that bar, which is exciting for me. I hope we get more, things like that from her. I understand that, this is their debut. They're playing it a bit safe, but yeah. And then the best part, icing on the cake, is the structure of the rap, right? So her bar starts off changing the flow from what Ruka did in this 16th note bass, 8th note bass, into the triplety thing, right? And then she revisits the triplet at the very end. The same exact flow you'd seen bar 10, bar 12. So cool. I call it sandwiching, right? You take the first flow and the second flow, and then you have a different flow in the middle. She had 2 different flows in the middle. She had that 16th note run with that fun cadence, and then that's the like Jongsub-esque flow, right? The different spaced notes. There's 2 different ones. So she like triplet, the 16th one, the Jongsub one, and then the triplet one. Very fun, very cool, very happy on my part. It's not the most complex thing in the world. It's nothing like what Soyeon's done. It's nothing what like even Yezi's done, or don't even mention the Stray Kids or BTS boys or any of these. I don't think anyone was expecting that of her, but there is stuff to look forward to here. It is very awesome that she wrote her own lyrics, and it's awesome that in the self-writing that there's some interesting tidbits in here that we can dive into. So I'm very excited to see what else. I'm sad that this is all we have for now, but gives us more to look forward to in the future. Now, for those who stuck around for these 9 minutes, what did I think of this song? Very Blackpink-esque. I'm a bit sad. I wanted it to be a bit more unique, because I feel like YG doesn't have girl groups too often, and when they do, they follow the same cookie cutter shape, right? YG goes with what they know works, and it's kind of a shame. I wanted them to have a bit more uniqueness, but hopefully they get it, because I enjoy Blackpink, right? So I feel like I'll warm up to this batter up song over time overall, but for now, just like got to get over my disappointment of them not being like super different from what we're used to from YG. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the song. Let me know what you guys think of the raps and the rappers and what you're excited about in the future. And I'm looking forward to seeing your comments. So yeah, comment down below. Shout out to all my Patreons that I can't get you scrolling on the screen right now, but just know I appreciate you guys. Thank you for sticking with me this month, even though this has kind of been a scuffed month for me. And yeah, subscribe if you aren't already and you're still here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone.